Hello. Oh, god damn it. I gotta wait for the ad. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our stream.
Is it Skibbity Riz time?
Shut the fuck up, Lucky. So I have to sit through this anti-vaping ad, which is just really annoying. I think I've said it before, but the smoking ads just make me want to smoke out of spite because of how self-righteous they seem. Pretentious, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Hello, people. Welcome to stream. Hold on. Okay, it's working now. People can see. Also,
Man, shit. Where's the goddamn horse?
You mean Storm? He said he's going to be running late. I don't know where Andy's
Where?
at. So, you know, nothing too different for the day than normal. Don't worry, Wacko. I'll make it better. I'll draw you a nice Christmas present.
No.
What? You don't like Christmas presents?
No. Well, I mean, let's define Christmas present, okay?
Thing in a box. Nope. Who approaches?
Andrew!
Andy, you're just in time. That went about as well as I'd hoped. Hi, Andy. Missed you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Man.
One trick pony.
The one scream pony. I think we killed Wacker.
How do you kill that which has no life?
Andrew!
Whacker!
God damn it, Andrew!
Oh, you pencil shaving!
You pencil shaving. That's a new one I haven't heard before.
Andrew off the
Who
fenster waffles!
Also, stream Discord what you're drawing too.
Oh, right. I forgot I just shared my screen. There it is.
Oh, look. There's Chris. Look.
Guy on Broadway, I open up WBPL, screams. That's it. That's the first thing I hear.
Yeah, man.
Nothing out of the
Let's
ordinary,
see. We have Night
That's the
Owl.
second
We have
preview you've heard since this morning.
Night Owl. We have Digi. You already mentioned. Oh, it's Chris Palooka.
Oh.
For
For a second, I thought you were going to say we have another Krispy. I'm like, oh, a challenger.
Oh, he of the orange socks.
Are you going to draw a Furby in the box?
Wow, just giving away the details, aren't you? I was going to make it a mimic.
Deceiving.
Oh shit! A Christmas mimic. Oh,
Deceiving dry pepper.
Oh man, we need to get on that.
Andrew.
Just watch the movie Krampus.
Don't give him any ideas.
Andy, ignore what he just said. Give me all the ideas.
I don't know.
It's all good. Sometimes you just gotta noodle till things happen.
I mean, the only thing I think of is like when I was gonna ask you for like Scarecrow at a juror.
Oh.
And
Is it bad that when you said that I just immediately thought of like photoshopping like the Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz into photos from Nuremberg?
I mean,
Crispy.
that's the one. That's
Crispy.
I would not be the first person that's done shit like that.
Crispy.
Oh, we're going to hell.
What's this wee shit?
Hey, you're in this bus too.
What's this wee shit?
He's been waiting this whole time.
Huh? You know what?
You know what they
I've
say,
got
Whacker? Misery loves
Starburst and you
company.
don't. Huh?
You know what they say, Whacker? Misery loves company.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I wonder if that's where Stephen King got the title for that movie. Or book. I guess it was a book
Misery?
first.
Where she like breaks that guy's ankles on a piece of
Yeah,
wood or
that
something.
shit. That horrible
Oh,
visual.
God.
Probably one of the worst things I've seen in terms of cinema. Of like, yikes. Of course, I haven't seen things like a Serbian film, which, nah, I'm not watching that.
Let's sigh.
And well,
What's happening, Whack Daddy?
Whack daddy.
hello, Andrew.
Hello, Whacker.
Andrew. What are you doing?
I'm watching Krispy.
Are you in my walls again?
Yeah.
Well, I hope
Look,
you like what you see.
if your insulation didn't taste so good.
Ugh.
Because I seasoned it. With asbestos. What do you think asbestos tastes like? Do you think it tastes good?
Crispy.
I haven't worked in a shipyard, so I can't say if I know that. I'm assuming that's where asbestos is, judging by all the mesothelioma commercials.
I remember when we had to put fiberglass up in the ceiling. My dad was telling about it. It was like it's literally made up of like microscopic shards of glass. He says, so don't handle it with your bare hands.
Yeah, that's what my dad said. Just like, don't touch that. You'll be itching for days.
And then I saw a picture of these two guys like laying on it while looking at their phones.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Crispy.
But it was the pink stuff, so I don't know.
Hey, shut up. Crispy, turn up your volume.
Volume for music or for me?
For your voice.
Hello. My name is Krispy.
I'd rat me. Would you rat me?
Yes.
Andrew.
Oh God, I forgot.
Well, now I just
I
had the
saw
horrible idea of Buffalo Bill as Santa Claus, so thank you for that.
No! There we go. That's the next drawing.
Yeah.
I forgot there's a short of like scariest pets. One of them was just this jet black woolly dog coming down the stairs with nothing but glowing eyes. I'm like, that thing's a freaking Grom.
Yeah, if I saw that at night, I would be terrified.
Chris says they can barely make out Crispy when he's shouting.
Really? Hold on. Wow, my microphone's at full volume. Oh, hold on a second.
Stop talking through a fucking bucket.
No, I think I know what the problem is. Let me just fiddle with my audio settings real
What,
quick.
you're technological and
Check.
Check. Check. Check. Check. Check. Check. Check.
Alright. Am I any better or no?
Well, let's let chat figure it out.
Because I could hear you fine.
Yeah, no, that's weird that people can't hear me right. I have the microphone right in front of my face.
Night Owl says, unfortunately, we can hear Crispy now.
You're welcome.
Penis.
Whacker. You are what you eat. So eat it,
Oh,
dear.
that's why he's a big ass.
I mean, if you're gonna go full mimic like this, I think you gotta draw that, what's her name, Freerin? You gotta draw Freerin stuck in there.
Who the hell is Freerin?
Oh, that's an anime.
thing.
Oh, is that from that dungeon anime where I keep seeing like the couple ship?
Something like that, I guess.
I
I
keep
don't.
seeing like the lesbian couple shipped together.
The,
That's
the what?
that's like my knowledge of it.
What?
I haven't. It's the one where they're stuck in the dungeon cooking shit, and then the two girls like each other, and the one's like this chicken lady, and I don't know. I don't fucking pay attention to that.
No.
I just see things on the internet, and I'm like, oh, that's
Dude.
I've seen.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I don't want to Google.
I mean,
Look,
I'm
man.
not gonna tell you what to do, but
I'm just getting over the shock. It's like Crispy suddenly's like, "Oh, is that the anime with the lesbian?" I was like,
I didn't mean to make it sound derogatory. I've got no problems with people, loving who they choose to. It's just more of like that's my frame of reference for it because I see so many pictures of them together. Oh,
Chicken.
I think that is from the. Wait, I don't know what that's from. Night Owl. I've never seen that anime. This might come as a surprise, but my knowledge of anime is somewhat limited.
He doesn't like anime.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a
The
weeb.
dark forces have got.
You guys have a channel you watch anime in, don't you fucking
He's a
stop.
weeb. Oh, it's got a little bow. Look at that.
Oh.
Well, it's a present mimic. You gotta make it look enticing so the kids open it and then they get eaten.
What's
I don't
what's
think
his
it would
name?
want
Is
to
it going to be
get
Mr.
nowadays
Eyeball Plucker
taste
or what?
horrible because they're so spoiled.
Oh, geez, what are you, fucking boomer cautionary tale?
No, you didn't get my joke.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. What did
I
you say?
said he wouldn't want to eat kids because they taste bad because they're spoiled.
Uh-huh.
And also, yeah, I'm a fucking boomer cautionary. Everybody knows that every generation gets worse as we go forward.
Yeah, it's certainly not like people are just griping about things that are different that they don't like.
I don't like things that are different than me.
And growl.
These generations going downhill. They don't wear their pants up by their nipples.
Hey, don't knock that, man. That's actually.
I just feel like that would chafe. Like,
Night Owl is sending me weeb things.
It won't change.
Night Owl, you should totally send him more weeb things.
Everybody, just a reminder, Crispy really would like some feet pics for Christmas, so send him all of the feet pictures.
At least make them tasteful.
Oh, he likes to fuck on me too.
I really regret those choice of words now that I think about it. Did I tell you?
No, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like pay boatloads of money to like have like put Andy naked in a fucking Christmas
Why?
box. Have it
Why?
shipped to your
I don't
house
want to
and have
see
him
that. No
pop-
offense,
pop
Andy, but I
out
don't
of-
want to see that.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to see it either, and I have to live with this. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, that's how I look.
Andrew!
You
Okay,
fat-
fine. We'll do Storm Song.
That's better.
All greased up.
I really wish you didn't have the
Nowhere
horse
to
tail
go.
in.
Oh, you.
Ooh, I almost had a horrible accident. Alright.
Uh,
Definitely didn't almost just spill a beer on my desk.
oh, I thought you were like, it says, he's finally shard himself.
See, that was my second thought, but thankfully, no, I have not sharded myself recently.
You're never a true man until you shit yourself.
Did I ever tell the X-Lax story on Twitch?
Yes, you have,
The
and we're not doing that one again.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I have a habit of telling stories over and over again because I have old man.
Yeah,
brain.
because you're senile.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I know I'm senile.
Well,
Sometimes I
you're
say
like-
things and I'm like, oh, I've said that before, or I just forget.
Dad, or
where I
you're
put
like,
my
you
keys.
don't really have any stories to tell.
I wouldn't say I don't have stories to tell. It's just I like telling the same ones over and over again.
Yeah. It's like that time Andy got all liquored up and started shooting at his neighbor's concrete lawn
I didn't know
garden.
Andy was
gnome.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Concrete what?
Concrete garden gnomes.
Why they made a concrete? I feel like that's.
I don't think I
So they
know
don't fucking
anybody-
move!
I've never seen a concrete garden though.
Yes, you have. They're all over the goddamn
Usually
place.
just some
I-
porcelain ones. I don't know what you're talking about.
I could tell you of a concrete.
They're not porcelain.
We probably get knocked off Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, we're streaming on
Yeah.
Twitter right now,
Yeah, it
live.
would be fine on Twitter
Yeah.
considering some of the things people post there. And I refuse to call it X because it makes Elon upset when you don't.
I mean, it's Twitter.
It's not really worth like calling the correct.
The only people who call it X is
I call it a cesspit.
It's Elon Musk and all the people that work there just because they have to.
Poor interns.
Oh no, with their Java lattes and their strawberry-filled tarts.
I just had the thought of those poor interns working at Tesla that, have to get the crash test dummy stickers and outfits put on them so they can test the Cybertruck. Because I'm assuming that's what they use instead of crash test dummies because it's cheaper.
Well, compared to kids nowadays, I would think the crash test dummies would be smarter. Did you ever? So back like in our day, they used to have these commercials with the 2 crash test dummies.
Oh, I remember those, yeah.
And they're like, "Don't be a dummy, buckle your safety belt."
And then there's the band, the Crash Test Dummies.
They actually made a cartoon series and toy line based on the crash test dummies. And to be honest, I loved them, and I had like a toy set of them too. So I just thought it was like just the funniest thing.
They had, I don't know if it's still there because I have not been to Disneyland since the year 2000. They had a ride there called the Test Track that was basically you in a car that was going through all these like automotive tests and things. And I remember riding that a couple times because it was really fun.
In the year 2000.
Yeah.
In the year 2000. I forgot what show that
back
was
before
from.
flying became a pain in the ass.
I want to say Conan O'Brien, but
it was definitely Conan O'Brien. I don't know what you're talking about, but
yeah, I'm Conan O'Brien.
And yeah.
My cat's just attacked me doing that voice.
my cat decided to try and climb on top of my computer tower because he likes to do that now, and he sometimes hits the reset button, so that would have been fun.
Well, my cats have gotten so fat recently that she like started, when she tries to jump on the counter, she starts sliding off, and I was just sitting there laughing at her. Cat!
Yeah, that sounds like cat behavior. So I do kind of want to draw a Goodbye Horses Santa Claus, but I also wonder if it's going to get us in trouble. So I have a different idea in mind that I've had in my head all day. Because I had a thought, because I was thinking today of like, okay, what are some Christmas-themed things that I could draw, you know? And then I remembered the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I mean, as long as you don't draw him like doing the dick tuck thing.
I wasn't gonna do that, but you know.
I mean, I feel like you should.
Look, nobody needs to see Buffalo Bill stowing his landing gear, all right?
Would you grab me? I grab me. I grab me all day long.
No, I have a different idea in mind.
Oh,
because
God.
I had a thought today that, you know who Yukon Cornelius reminds me of is Tex. So let's draw Tex as Yukon Cornelius. Oh look, he even has a revolver. This is perfect.
Silver! I thought you were going for gold. Well, if everybody else is going to be a misfit, I might as well be one too.
I would like to get Tex a cozy pair of earmuffs. Why? Just because it'd be fun.
Remember, he can sense like ore material through licking his pickaxe.
So he is a dwarf. Because that sounds like a very dwarf-like thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I could definitely see dwarves licking their pickaxe.
Womble bounce! I used to think he was a badass.
Oh no, he's great. He fights the fucking Yeti, dude. Or the Abominable Snowman, I guess they don't call him
the Yeti.
And unlike the people of the Dyatlov Pass, he wins the fight.
And also, look at his sled dogs. I wonder if one of them's a corgi. I know one of them's I know he's got a poodle and a Dachshund.
I hope he's got a corgi. I'd have to look then, but I'll do that later.
I will.
You know, it's drawing.
We're just a misfit. I don't want to admit it. You can't fire me. I quit just 'cause I don't fit in.
God, I used to watch that movie a lot as a kid. All
Oh,
those
yeah.
like old school.
Like
claymation
Christmas
movies.
classic. I love Rankin Bass shit.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah. Rankin Bass did a lot of stuff from back in the day. They did a lot of claymation stuff, and they did a lot of animation stuff. They're, Thundercats.
Oh.
And then their animation studio became Studio Ghibli.
You know, I was gonna make the comment that claymation is lost art, but they're making a new Wallace and Gromit movie, so it's still going. It's just claymation takes
I mean, is it
fucking
claymation
ever.
or is it CG though?
What?
Is it claymation or is it CG?
No, it's claymation.
And they're doing.
It's
There's
claymation.
some.
My wife and I follow that because we love Wallace and Gromit. In fact, I am wearing Wallace and Gromit slippers right now of the penguin from that movie. But we were watching a clip of it because I guess they posted it on Instagram or something. But it was like they were showing the animation process of the one scene from that movie, and man, I've done a bit of stop motion before, and it takes a lot to do.
Oh yeah, and mine was like really shitty.
Yeah, no, mine was. I mean, I still did a decent amount of frames for it. I think I had like 800 pictures for maybe like a minute and a half or 2 minute long video. And even that wasn't the best frame rate quality. Like, I can understand why people don't really do it nowadays, but when people do, it's good stop motion. I appreciate it. And it's also why I will never complain about, like, a Wallace and Gromit movie coming out years and years later after the last one, because it probably took them from the last one coming out to this one to make it.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
There's some really good, like using Blender, but they like make it look like Rankin Bass stop motion. They even make it where the fur gets all messed up because when they have to touch it and the fur gets shifted.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Blender's good for that. Blender's a really good program to learn 3D modeling in. It's just a rabbit hole to get lost in, though, is the problem.
When that guy made that the Scooby Doo gang go to Five Nights at Freddy's,
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was really good. It looked just like something Rankin Bass would do.
That's why my eraser's having problems, because I don't have it turned up enough. Sometimes I tweak my tools in here and I forget what I do to them.
Of course you do.
All right.
I mean,
he's got the dog that has the like barrel on his like throat. That's not a bulldog.
He's got a V8.
Yeah. He's got a Dachshund, a black poodle, a Lassie dog, and I think a Basset Hound. That's what pulls his sleigh. No corgi.
I'm having a hard time drawing legs right now, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan!
You don't have any legs, Yukon! Ah, the bomb will bit my legs off!
I do like the idea of him just having like 10 treads instead of fucking legs.
Yes.
Good news, I don't need my dog sled anymore, which is convenient because I had to sell them for for food.
No, I thought you were going to imply that he ate them.
Yeah, I didn't eat them.
Andrew.
Hey, man. As the Donner Party proved, cannibalism is fun for the whole family.
Crispy.
That's a horrible joke.
Crispy.
When you look into that story, it's fucking horrible.
Crispy.
And the natives look at them and go, lol, lamau.
Well, that's the thing. We do that.
Lamau.
Like, that whole story is a textbook case of, do you want it done fast or do you want it done right? Because their whole thing was they took a shortcut that wasn't actually a shortcut that got them in the mess they're in.
Is that the one that had the, like the polar bears?
No, that was the Terror. That was in the Arctic. That went wrong for a whole list of reasons. Like, from the ship they were using didn't have proper steam engines for it, to the rations they packed were contaminated, all this stuff.
Oh, that's right. I thought of a, if you ever like want to stream but you don't want to draw, but we could do some artsy stuff even together. we could play some of those Jackbox games, and I think one of them that would be good for us to play is the image.
No,
I'd play
no,
that. I'd play that.
no.
What do you mean
What's
no?
wrong?
Because there were certain things that happened.
Jack, my mind.
What, Whacker?
Whacker's big dumb glum mug.
That was not the T-shirt one. That was the like sell your junk.
Andrew, you were
turn the
so
frog,
you were so fucking pleased with yourself over that. You know that?
Yeah, I was, Whacker, and a lot of people laughed.
Okay, guys.
And I know you're
real
gonna get me
quick.
back one day, and hopefully I'll laugh too when you say like Andrew's lost marbles or something like that.
Okay, guys, how do we make this more look like checkers?
If you're going through like
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What?
Crispy!
What?
Crispy!
What?
Face!
What about it? I just drew the eyes and the nose for now, so I have a placeholder.
I'm gonna fucking talk in skibbity riz talk for the rest of this goddamn show.
What the fuck are you on about, Whacker? What about the face? It's Yukon Cornelius, but it's text.
Yeah. Except it's a Furby.
It's not a Furby, you asshole.
It
It's
is a
nose.
Furby!
So one time
That's
I'm
a
innocent of
nose.
drawing a
That's a
Furby.
goddamn
I'm
Furby!
making a Furby if you keep bitching.
well,
I will turn this car around!
isn't his character doesn't he have like a eye patch?
Oh yeah, he does have an eye patch. He does need the eye patch. Okay. He also needs a tube on the back because tube. Whacker. Go past your kidney stone. Alright? Why did he bring a bazooka to the fucking Arctic? Because. To be damn
Because
sure.
in secret he forged another.
This does remind me of I was re-listening to a while ago over the aux I was in a Delta Green game with Jay Witt and a few other people. Well, Jay Witt was DMing. I was in there with a few other people, including his fiance, and it was Vulcan and I think it was Smooth Brain. That was all of us. And my character very much became like burn it down in that at the end because of things. Yeah, I saw spooky shit and I'm like, nah, we're gonna burn it down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost the proper like way to go in Delta Green, you know, even just or just Lovecraftian madness is like just burn it down.
Oh no, I argue that very vehemently. Which honestly, it's Delta Green. It's totally fine to try and kill what you find that's not good, because it will kill you otherwise.
And shit.
Oh, real quick, does Checkers have the robotic arm on the left or the right?
I think it's the left.
Okay. So I will redo what I just did, because that's going to stay where it's at. I'm tempted to have him flipping the bird, but I don't know if he's that on the news. I just give him a pickaxe, I guess. That's
Man, shit.
Wait a minute, you know what would have been funny?
what.
Like drawing Yukon Cornelius, but I have the background shiny like he's in the thing.
Oh shit, that is good. I did the idea to draw Santa like he was in the thing too.
Oh god.
Which honestly I might do next.
The thing takes place at Santa's workshop.
Oh my god. I would watch that movie. I would watch that movie so much. Oh,
And it
man.
would be like Santa and one of his elves. The shop is on fire, and like one of the elves says, "What do we do now?" And Santa's like, "I don't know. Why don't we just rest for a while?"
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, it's the elf that wanted to be a dentist and Santa. They're the only ones left, and they're passing a bottle of Molotov cocktail back and forth.
So like, someone said in that movie you could tell who is one of them.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They don't have they don't have an eye shine, like their eyes don't shine.
Yeah, and also like they're drinking out of a Molotov cocktail, and the one guy doesn't actually take a sip out of it, and the one guy doesn't have breath showing either. So, but I feel like that's just kind of like showing how the sausage is made, if that makes sense.
Sausages.
How much of that is like, oh, we didn't do this we forgot to put this in post, so we'll just
So the theory that I heard, and I guess we can just talk about this because whatever.
Oh, we're gonna
Was
spoil
that
the thing.
yeah, spoilers. The black guy.
Yeah, Keith David's character.
Yeah, Keith David's character is supposed to be like the thing at the end.
I heard that's a possibility. I heard like some people say yes, some people say no. I don't know.
Does the quartermaster from Space Station 13 have a vest? People in the audience can. I think he's got a vest, or I know he's got the cape, but I don't know if that would fit in the drawing.
I don't know.
Well, doesn't the wolf escape at the end too, or the husky?
No, the husky dies. They flamethrower that thing.
No, I mean at the end of the movie. Isn't
No,
there one-
the all of the dogs get eaten by it. Like
they
all of
get
them.
assimilated.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that starts it. The dogs get eaten by the husky because the Norwegians are. You don't understand what they're saying in the movie, but in the movie they're saying like that's not a dog. That's not what you think it is. Because I don't think they ever show what they're saying in that.
The dog is licking one of the faces of one of the guys, and someone said that that's him infecting one of them.
Oh, I would believe that. Yeah.
There's a comic series of the thing, and it does some interesting stuff.
Interesting.
There's a video game as well, which they actually did a remaster of.
Interesting choice of words there, Andrew.
I don't get it. What's wrong?
No, I mean like interesting is in the choice of word is. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I don't get it.
I don't get a lot of things, Andy. It's okay.
And wow!
Oh, I'm confused.
And wow!
Brush. Here we go. Oh god, that's too big. That's what she said.
Man, shit.
You know, I will say, ever since I started switching to it, I really like this texture brush that I'm using. You might not be able to tell looking at it on stream unless I look close, but you see it's got the texture.
Oh yeah, I see.
It actually makes things blend really well, I've noticed. Because before, if I'd like have to touch up a line somewhere, I could usually tell where I did it, but it's...
Will it blend?
In this case, yes, it will. Damn, now I'm just thinking of him in the thing. Damn it. Now I want to draw that.
Well, you could save it.
Well, he's got the fucking bazooka.
Okay, imagine like a redub where it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they see Colonel Cornelius riding up.
I thought you were gonna say Colonel Kurtz. I'm like, oh, that's a different movie.
They show Yukon Cornelius riding up, but they change the audio to where it's one of the Norwegians.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's not a dog.
Maze says that he needs a machine gun on his back.
Well, that's the Panzerschreck on the back there.
Okay, so sorry, Maze, he's got tube instead.
Yeah, because, no kill like overkill.
Tube.
Watching the Xenonauts playthrough, tube got used quite a bit, because, it's a way to nerf gas.
Because why the fuck not, right?
You can nerf gas the aliens a lot easier with it. Although that nerf gas will absolutely knock out your own dudes. I found that out the hard way.
Ask you know who knows a lot about nerve gas is actually Night Owl.
Because he farts and it gets on your nerves?
No, there was a very specific situation where Night Owl dealt with nerve gas. I'll leave that up to Night Owl if he'd like to.
Well, I'm curious about that. I didn't know Night Owl was in the Rock.
He goes, "God damn it, Whacker!"
Did you Dutch oven him?
No, he did it himself.
Yeah.
Oh, Night Owl. That was, yeah, bud. That was a thing, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, sometimes you just gotta Dutch oven yourself. Why? I don't know. Just do it.
Man, shit.
Whoa, everyone loves the smell of their own brand.
My brand.
Andrew.
Remember the one time in college we were taking it was like one of my graphic design classes and my professor was talking about brands and I just blurted out loud like, my brand.
So imagine a t-shirt that shows like Yukon Cornelius with his hands in the air, but it has the text of like the Norwegian words, like what the Norwegian is saying in text.
See, I was thinking more like the idea of Yukon Cornelius and he's got a flamethrower and then the elf who wants to be a dentist is like turning into the thing behind him.
Didn't they remaster that, like the old game recently?
Yeah, they did.
And they came out with like a game that's just like it. That's like, it's kind of like what was that game where you have to go into weird places in space and like grab random shit, bring it back, and like give it to a tentacle or something?
Lethal Company.
Yeah,
yes.
it's kind of it looks like Lethal Company.
Oh,
meets
you're talking about that nuclear game or whatever.
Yeah, nuclear something.
Nuclear Fear, like.
That is the most I have ever seen anyone break Techie.
Oh.
Like, he was laughing uncontrollably, could barely breathe for about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's a rare sight seeing you break Techie break like that. I've only seen it like once.
That was a combination of I think it was me, Mike, and Talon.
Oh, that'd do
So the story is this was like my second time playing the fucking game, and of course Mike was doing, Mike things, right? And so we're on this planet. Talon and Techie were bickering about who gets to be ship bitch, and Techie won. So Mike, Talon, and I all run out of the ship, and Talon goes off and is doing something on his own, and after a second, Mike goes, "Hey, Whacker, come here." I'm like, "What?" He's just, "Come here." I said, "What?" He said, "Just come here." And I said, "Okay, fine." So I got over there, and he goes, "You see this hill?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Run over it as fast as you can."
Oh no.
And I said, and because Mike had done a few things like that, I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." So I carefully go up the hill, and I go look at the other side. And it was one of those, I guess it was like a bee's nest or something like that. And I'm like, "Okay, I will run and distract the bees, and then you run in and grab it." He's like, "Okay." So I run in, I start yelling, and I run, and he's like, "Nope, that didn't work. Come back." And I'm like, "Okay." So I come back, and I'm like, "Okay, you ready? We're gonna do this again." He's like, "Yeah." So I do it. I run. The bees actually start following me. Mike grabs it, and then Mike yells, "Oh shit!" Because the bees stopped coming after me. They went after Mike.
Oh, he did it too soon.
And I'm yelling. Mike is laughing and yelling, and Talon is going, What the hell's going on? What? So I make like this big loop the other way that Mike is going around to try to come back to the ship. And all of a sudden I hear Mike start laughing his ass off. By the way, this whole time Techie is like trying to, quote, manage us. And he starts... He starts
famous.
laughing halfway through it. And then I get back into the ship and I'm done like yelling and running. And all of a sudden I hear Mike start dying laughing and Talon going, "Oh, fuck!" And then about 10 seconds later, Mike appears in the ship and out the door. You can see Talon doing like that. You know, like that thing where like a character gets hit and then they fall down, then they get right back up, but then they get hit like 0.5 seconds later and fall down. Sort of like standing up and falling down, standing up and falling down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm laughing. Mike is laughing. Talon is yelling, trying to get back on the ship. And that's when we hear Techie, and he is just laughing so hard that he cannot breathe.
Oh my God.
And this goes on for a solid 5 minutes. Finally, Talon gets back in the ship.
Did it
But
take
yeah,
5 minutes?
the bees, no, it didn't take that long. But yeah, so I failed at distracting the bees. They went after Mike. Mike, I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently Mike got away from the bees, and then the bees went after Talon and just annihilated Talon.
That sounds like bee behavior in that game. I remember dying a lot of fun ways in that game.
Yeah.
Like when you find out, oh, the dogs hear sound the hard way.
Yeah.
I kind of miss playing that. I wouldn't mind playing Lethal Company again.
Yeah, you would.
You get the right friends with it, you have a lot of fun. And then there's like the 50-person mod for it, which, dear God.
Shit, man.
Anyway, I think you TexCon Cornelius here is looking good. I don't know if
We
Tex
have
has a fabulous mustache like this, but he's getting one.
There is a lizard in chat.
Nobody move. It's
There's a
just based on
Kai in
movement.
chat. Someone need friends in chat.
I'll give you a hug.
He won't.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, yeah, you will.
I give hugs to friends. Unlike Whacker.
Yukon Checkers, what are you doing at the North Pole? I'm looking for plutonium.
I'm
can see
hunting. I'm hunting wabbits.
Why you got that rocket launcher?
Don't worry
Big
about it.
rabbits.
His eye just like, he just looks at you like hyper realistic, like in Ren and Stimpy. He says, "There are things out here, boy."
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, toast man.
Things that don't keep their shape.
Call the police.
Andrew.
That fucking scene with the walrus. I remember watching a lot of Ren and Stimpy as a kid, but it didn't really stick with me. And then I watched them when I'm older. I'm like, oh, that's why. It's just trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
It was like Adult Swim humor before Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really cared much for Adult Swim. The only Adult Swim show I liked was Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And sometimes Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, Aqua Teen was my favorite. I loved Aqua Teen. Venture Brothers too. Venture Brothers is awesome. I definitely feel like it informed my sense of humor in a number of ways.
Did it though?
I mean, you tell me.
I always thought like the hyper realistic photos are funny.
Oh yeah.
You remember the one where like I think it was Ren is pulling out the nerves in his gums.
Oh God.
Oh,
And you know
Andrew.
what? Now that you mention that, God, it makes
Yeah, Andrew. Thanks for bringing that one up.
Well, no. Now that he
You're
mentions that,
welcome,
it's like I've heard before. A bunch of the animators from Ren and Stimpy went over to work on SpongeBob, and man, that makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does.
Because I'm thinking of certain scenes from SpongeBob with shit just like that, and I was like, ah, I see the connection.
Apparently, like, we shouldn't get too into this, but apparently John Crickfalucci was like a real, like, fucking weirdo.
You don't say. Someone
Yeah.
that made Ren and Stimpy was a weirdo.
Like, not in a good way.
Oh, so not the fun kind of weirdo.
No,
Well,
not
from what I understand from documentaries, he had like issues with his dad.
Ah.
no, he had issues with female coworkers.
Ah. Yeah, that's, meh.
Well, can you guess which one of these came before the other and may have caused the other?
Who knows, man?
Andronicus.
See, I was when you said weird, I was thinking of like R. Crumb territory, but I don't think he was drawing giant women like R. Crumb did.
Or the guy that like reimagined Wonder Woman.
Which guy was that?
Her one weakness is being tied up by a man in chains.
Kinky. That or like half the cast that worked on Totally Spies, that fucking show. I feel like Checkers would have a very like bushy eyebrow. Yeah. There we go. Oh, this is looking great.
Oh. Really is.
You're being sarcastic.
With me.
You're being sarcastic.
With me.
Yes.
Are you being sarcastic? Oh, you little bitch! Oh!
With me.
Yeah.
You do the with me.
We're doing the Krispy right now.
Do the with me.
Everybody, the Krispy.
Take me by my little hand and go like this.
I thought you were gonna start singing Enter Sandman.
You know what? You should send this for text. Maybe he'll make it his Christmas icon.
Yeah. I was gonna send this to him after stream, just like, or at least tag him in it.
Who the fuck is this?
I think he knows who I am by now, considering.
No, he
no,
doesn't.
like who the
no,
character
no,
is.
no, no.
Oh.
He doesn't know.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, that makes more sense. I feel like he knows who Yukon Cornelius is.
Yukon.
God, what a name too, Yukon Cornelius. Wait. I just realized we can't give him a revolver. He needs the 46.
Needs a wheelgat.
I mean, he's got one, but you know, it's Checkers.
Tex likes wheelgats, man.
I know he does. He's got some pretty cool gattery, but you know, if we're memeing it up, I feel like it would have to be a 1911, which I've conveniently forgotten details on, even though I drew one like a while ago. I think more spaceships could use like giant robot arms shooting handguns at things. It's like that show Outlaw Star. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Oh, I remember watching that as a kid a lot.
I think one of the most disturbing things I've seen in anime is when that woman gets sucked into a black hole and like for a frame you see her intestines and all that and I'm like, ugh!
In Outlaw Star?
Yeah.
Shit, I need to rewatch that because I don't remember that scene. I thought you were going to talk about Berserk in that one scene.
No, I'll never talk about that one scene.
Probably for the best. That's a pretty fucked up scene.
I'm not even gonna watch that or read that. Like as good as everyone says it is, like
No, that's fair. There's shows like that or movies like that. I feel that way. Like I never want to watch the Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, come on. That's a good movie. It's really wholesome.
I have no idea what that's about.
It's more
Never
like
heard of it.
handsome, considering that one scene.
Wait, is that a? Okay, I got mixed up with Bone Collector.
Bone Collector wasn't bad. That was just a crime thriller. Where Denzel Washington's a paraplegic. I mean, he is.
You're not wrong. You're not
Because he's like
wrong.
directing the one girl at the one scene to cut off the hands of the dead victim, and she's like, "I can't do it," and he's just like very adamant about it, because you know, homicide detective or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't grab me as much as Silence of the Lambs does. Probably because it's not as quotable.
I've never watched that movie either.
Oh, we'll have to watch that, Andy.
Silence
I mean-
of the Lambs? You've never seen that?
Doesn't sound like he has.
Andy?
I'm a big wuss, I know.
It's not
Andrew.
that bad of a movie. It's not really like gory necessarily. Like if you could watch The Thing, you'd be fine with that movie.
Well, I didn't really like watching it. Like, that's one of my like gritty feet. Like, I hate watching like flesh assimilation stuff like that. Like that always that like
I'm
weird.
not big into body horror either, but you know.
You know who's good at body horror? The Japanese.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say David Cronenberg.
Oh, he is too. Have you
Yeah,
seen,
no.
David Lynch?
No, David Lynch is more just about surreal horror,
Right?
which I found
He's
out.
great.
I found out recently that man, the Black Dahlia case very much is like the cornerstone of David Lynch's work.
If I ever met the killer, I'd have to shake his hand.
Your favorite gum is coming back in style. You ever watched Twin Peaks?
What?
You never watched Twin Peaks, have you?
Fuck yes, I have.
I think my mom watched it, and I remember one time my sister and a friend were watching it, and they looked around. There's like they're looking at a bed, and suddenly they zoomed in, and there was like this bright red man
Oh, Bob. Yeah,
out
Bob.
in the corner, and they screamed, and I screamed.
Yeah, that was Bob. That's a valid response to Bob.
Bob.
I will say this: that show was very much like a sentimental to my wife and I. As a matter of fact, we had when she walked out at our wedding, that the Twin Peaks theme is what we were playing.
To absolutely nobody's surprise.
Yeah, and I was bawling my eyes out.
So fucking wholesome.
That was a great day. Not to get into my own personal life, but
You know, I forgot what the Twin Peaks theme was.
it's pretty good. I quite enjoy listening to it, even just like unironically. The orchestral version too. I mean, that like hits you in the gut. Twin Peaks has an interesting soundtrack. Actually, in the third season, David Lynch's son, his band is playing in the bar. That one song with the saxophone that's really good. It's called Trouble is the band's name.
You know, I always liked the weird like jam song that they were playing in the bar scene, like the surreal fucking bar scene from Twin Peaks.
I think that's the same band. If we're thinking of like season 3, because that's where it's at.
No, this is the movie.
Oh, Fire Walk with Me. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah, man.
Which again, Black Dahlia case very much inspired.
Yeah.
You know it's weird. I say I hate body horror stuff like that, but in like some video games, it actually intrigues me. Like Dead Space.
Oh, Dead Space is just peak
Oh
body
yeah.
horror, yeah.
The thing about Dead Space is that after the first like 60 minutes, you get used to it, and the
Yeah.
monsters start becoming more like annoying.
It's an action game, so it makes sense why you would get used to it. But at the same time, you know, when it comes to like horror, body horror, I think a lot of that impact is carried by not seeing what it is necessarily. Because that's the thing. That's like the thing about the thing is you never really see what it looks like. It just morphs into all sorts of different shapes. It's not like a specific creature, you know. It's like very cosmic horror to it.
Well, I think it was based. The thing was based off of the Mountains of Madness.
I don't know if it was the Mountains of Madness. I think it was Who Goes There was the name of the short story that it was based off of.
Actually, I think The Thing has an even older movie, like black and white movie.
Yeah, I think it's in Plane 9 from Outer Space. Maybe use that, or maybe not.
Something.
But you would honestly be very surprised about how many modern sci-fi movies are based off of sci-fi short stories from like the golden age of science fiction.
Oh yeah, I remember watching I Am Legend, and I'm like, this looks suspiciously like that one movie that Vincent Price was in. But I'm sitting there like, there's no way
Omega Man.
they would rewrite that cheesy film.
Well, I Am Legend is its own book too.
Yeah, yeah. I was in South America, and I was bitten by a vampire bat.
Which, man, I like that like 2000s movie with Will Smith, but it really misses the point of the book he's trying to make. Which I guess the original ending was, the deleted ending was supposed to reference, but they went for the wholesome, like, hopeful ending, which I guess I can get, but still. Oh yeah. I feel like he needs something. I know what he needs.
Crispy.
He needs a cigar. What? That looks like a doobie, actually. Never mind.
Too bad you can't redraw the hand to have like a bottle of scotch in it.
I did have that thought as well, but that's alright. We'll make do. Fuck it, we ball, as they say.
What? Here's another picture idea, like Yukon with a flamethrower, and it's got Rudolph and the elf and a bunch of the other characters are tied up in chairs.
Oh. Absolutely, yes.
That'd be funny if they started making a few series of Yukon Cornelius, but he's just in some like Eldritch horror shit.
I think he would fit very well into the Thing if they made a Thing movie.
Yukon Cornelius versus the Shagoth.
I mean, they made that Pengu version of the Thing that was pretty fun. You can probably find that on YouTube if you really want to see that. Okay.
I hated stuff like that, like zombieism. I was scared of because like I think I had a dream that I was a zombie, but like I was aware, but I couldn't control my body, so I was sitting there like telling myself to stop when I was like chasing people and all that.
Do you have sleep paralysis, Andy?
I've had it. I've told you the story about the barefooted alien.
What?
You remember the glowing green alien that I didn't see, but like I thought I felt it like about to touch the back of my head. You remember that story I told you guys?
I remember that now, yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell for me, but that's.
I didn't see it, but I imagined it was like imagine a gray, like the tall gray, and it has like it's glowing green, and it's got like 3 fingers,
Hey, Lamau.
and for some reason it has like realistic human feet.
Your mom is realistic human feet.
I don't know about that.
Hello there.
Hello.
Storm.
Finally decided to join us. We're drawing text as Yukon Cornelius.
Ah. Yeah,
I don't
sorry
know.
about the delay there. I was helping with juries at the school.
Oh, debate
Forget-
club. How fun.
Not
That's
debate club, students presenting their final pieces for the semester.
Present this headache.
That too.
You know, I think that's what it would think Storm Song says. Or Storm, we're gonna need a little sample of your blood.
Okay, give me a second. I have to take a shit, but you'll have it.
Storm, are you okay?
Ew!
No, but I just proved it's me, motherfucker.
Storm!
That is true. I don't doubt it's Storm now because. Yes.
Imagine someone saying that to things, looking through the walls, like grimacing, like ugh.
Well, now I just thought of Grimace being a cuckold, but alright.
What?
Grimace, the interdimensional hypercuck.
Take off your bra.
No!
Oh,
He's
everything.
just there in
was
the window
wrong.
with binoculars.
Would
Hello,
you
neighbor.
fuck me, Ron?
There it is. There it fucking is.
Hello, neighbor. Would you fuck me?
No.
I think I did draw a Grimace with a dump truck at one point. Like,
Storm!
did you see?
Apparently my mic is low.
Oh,
Or
I did.
something.
Hold on. I did turn you down before in chat. Maybe you want to turn it up. Your mic.
God, no, can you, like, turn him off?
Turn down for what?
Believe me, Whacker, I am plenty turned off.
I can fix
Oh.
that.
I
Whacker.
don't.
Whacker. You best start believing in cringe compilations. You're in one.
No,
I just,
well, shit!
I just want you to imagine me going from the school and being like, this has been a very interesting display of your growth and talent over the semester.
See,
To get back
that's
here,
the-
alright guys, time to take a bloody shit on stream.
See, that's the part that's getting me right now. Is just thinking about. Now that you say that, I'm just like, oh my god, the duality of Storm. It goes from like wise.
The duality of
I was
Storm.
thinking back to like like high school or college and like the professors I had. Like, wow, they seem really knowledgeable and understand the world. And now I know, no, they're just like.
We
being
understand
normal.
enough to look wise.
Smiling
being
wave,
the
boys. Smiling wave.
I'm sort of the Captain Kirk of the academic community.
Is that what we're calling it
You
now?
know the,
I lead brave new movements, but I also stick my dick in places I shouldn't.
what?
Okie dokie!
Everyone
Dream
knows.
over!
I
Jesus
just want to
Christ!
let it know that was not me that said this.
God damn it, Storm!
You're the Woody
I
Allen
didn't
of this
cover you.
fucking stream.
Joke.
I'm by winning.
Stop it.
Storm.
Goddamn weirdo.
Storm.
The age of the live stream is over.
Yes!
The age of Storm cringe has begun.
Oh god. That's gonna be a
This
long
is-
compilation.
This is almost as bad as Andy's, like, okay, well, now
And
we
I
gotta
didn't even do it this time. That's the best part.
take off all our clothes and.
What the fuck did you
Why-
guys get up to at the meetup?
You know, lie in the tub naked, get an erection, and piss on yourself.
What the fuck?
I don't think I've said these things
You know-
during.
No, it wasn't that one. That's not the one that I'm thinking
You
of.
know, I thought I was gonna be the one to say unhinged shit on this stream. I'm glad to have been proven wrong. I'm so glad to have been proven wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must not be familiar with Andy.
Oh no, I've met Andy. You forget
Okay,
how
give
the
me a
stream
sec.
started, right? Where he jumped in
Gi-
the room and immediately started screaming.
Sometimes we ask him to do it.
Andronicus
You
Q.
think
Friendster waffles.
You think I'm screaming unironically, but it's just the only outlet I have for my pain and suffering.
May I suggest taking up knitting?
Oh.
Cuts to him knitting using fibers woven from a dead man's hair.
Oh, see, I was thinking,
Whoa.
like, it's that scene from The Crazies where, like, the dude in the hazmat suit, like, tries to get the old lady to go outside and she just stabs him to death with her sewing needles.
Sorry, Pistol. I'm off my medication today.
Uh,
No, I'm just-
Jesus.
That explains some things.
Yeah, it really does there, Stormy Storm.
No, I'm finally free for the semester. I don't have to act like a reasonable
Oh, I
adult.
see. The mask has come off, and we're just okay. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
now
it.
we're this is the full Storm send, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
feel like my sister has a similar thing because she, she works as like a counselor at a school and everything. She's got to be a professional face. But I know my sister, and like we were at the bar last weekend, and we were getting weird, just hanging out, just talking about weird shit.
No, not you
I mean,
guys.
you've met my family, Whacker. You know how it goes.
Your family is fucking awesome, and I love them.
Yeah, they are pretty great.
He
He's
loves them
actually-
so much, he'll claim them for his own.
I mean, I'm unironically saying this. I loved Krispy's family. It felt like family,
We do
right?
know how to make
Yeah.
you feel welcome. That is for sure.
And Whacker told me how he thought your dad was hot.
I hate what you've just said. I really don't like what you've just said. It hurts me to think about.
No, it was his. Oh, actually, fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
Crispy's dad is actually pretty rad.
Shut up. You
You
did this. You did this, Storm. God damn it. Teaching not even once. Look what it does to some.
So how is Crispy and Andy and Whacker?
Well, I was having a good day until just now.
Well, not we.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
No, Crispy had another idea for something he was gonna draw.
Oh, right. Goodbye Horses Santa Claus. I also did have a different idea of Santa Claus because my wife and I were watching the... You alright?
Man, shit!
So my wife and I were watching the Santa Claus movie a while ago, right? And there's the scene where he's like in the interrogation room because they think he's like, like he gets arrested by the cops because they think that he's like kidnapped his son, even though his son like wanted to go with him on like the Christmas adventure. And it just like shows him at an interrogation desk just stroking his beard. And for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's just the pose and everything, I'm like, he reminds me of Che Guevara, so I wanted to draw like Santa Claus as Che Guevara.
I will always say the greatest.
Or sorry, not
justice
Che
of all-
Guevara, Castro. I get them mixed up.
Storm!
What did he say? I missed it. I don't know if I actually want to know. What did he say? I'm scared. I asked him.
No, he shut me up.
Why am I the reasonable one today? What the fuck is happening?
So, to be completely honest, I may also be a little off my rocker due to a bit of cabin fever that came from being sick over the past several days.
That'll do it. I thought you were gonna say from like the can of Schlitz, but yeah, that's
No, he's just being his normal obnoxious
You
self.
storm me, I'd storm me.
Oh, so jackboots then.
Oh Jesus!
Uh,
No, not that kind of
no.
storm.
So I already was threatening Crispy with filling this stream with nothing but Skibidi Riz talk, and
We're not fucking doing
he
that, you son of a.
he
bitch.
developed situational Tourette's to that.
This is like yesterday in the Ox when I said I don't like the papyrus font. Now everyone's like posting papyrus font memes.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but God bless the Ox.
Crispy.
Fucking Admiral Send. I was like complaining about people using papyrus font, and then they just like decided to start making memes with them. Like, God damn it.
But yeah, Storm, you may have a very specific job in the future.
Wait, what?
Crispy drew a Christmas mimic present.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
My
in the
God.
course of doing this, I realized that I should probably just go ahead and splurge and spend the money. I was going to originally have Andy pop out of a big present naked at Crispy's house, and
Why is it at my house?
we always, because it's a present for you, you
I
piece
don't.
of
I
shit.
am happily married.
And then
you
Andy didn't
asshole.
want to do that, and they were like, "Okay, we could just have Storm do it," because we all know Storm would be all about this. So you may be popping naked out of a big present at Crispy's
Now,
house.
do not misunderstand me, Whacker. I'm not all about that kind of thing, but on principle, I must do it.
Now, my
For the
question is,
walls.
because you're Jewish, do they have a sexy version of dreidel, dreidel, dreidel like Santa Baby, or?
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Well, then
I'll make you out of
we have completed the trifecta because now we've made the Jewish joke and we already made the Nazi joke.
Whacker, hold on, Whacker, hold on. Dreidel, dreidel,
Stop it.
dreidel. Oh, with you, I will play.
I hate
No.
it so much. I regret everything. I regret this stream. I regret getting out of bed this morning.
Crispy,
What the fuck is happening?
Crispy, what's
Art,
wrong?
Crispy, art is happening.
Oh,
Also, I just like open Discord and the first thing I see in the BPL chat is something called pit diapers.
okay. Cookie says apparently I am way too loud, and
No, that doesn't sound like you. Hold on, let me just turn down Whacker. All right, he's muted. We're good.
You see, the reason I don't ever get muted is because I keep you all in suspense about what the fuck I'm gonna say next. And
I mean, you're not
So-
wrong.
and so much like watching the train crash in slow motion, you just can't stop listening.
Yeah, I often want to watch Whacker crash in slow motion.
Oh, then you just have to go to Walmart when they have those little handicap scooters available.
Yeah.
Oh,
now we know what we're doing next meetup.
Oh my god, I will absolutely go fuck around in a Walmart.
10 minutes later, just cuts to Tex standing there angrily looking at us in the police station. 5 minutes.
Look,
You were in
Look,
there 5
I'm not
minutes.
the one who put the salami in the feminine needs aisle, which is a real thing that I saw happen at a Walmart once.
Oh my gosh.
We were literally at a Walmart it was like that kind of aisle, and there was just a salami sticking out of one of the racks, and we were just like, what?
I mean,
Kai
then-
Harper says, why did you mention the pit diapers? I was doing so well at bleaching my brain, you fuck.
Because I've seen it, so the rest of chat needs to know it exists.
look,
I'll post a picture.
I really hope you go bowling again soon, Crispy, and the same Skibbity Riz team is next to you.
Bowling for soup.
Also a fun band, at times.
Yeah. Unlike
I
Imagine
can't-
Dragons, who was fun none of the time.
How much Skibbity is in they Riz?
Shut up.
I will say that I think, if it's the band I'm thinking of, I feel like Bowling for Soup, like, their bass guitarist, is the whole reason God made jiggle physics.
See, I'm trying to think of what their songs are, but all I keep thinking of is Taking Back Sunday. Don't ask me why.
Skibbity, skibbity, skibbity.
No, shut the fuck up. Do not combine my two least favorite things in the world.
What's wrong, Crispy?
My blood
Don't
pressure.
you want to know that you're covered by Skibbity Mutual?
God, this is just fucking payback for all the dumb shit I did in college, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fucking Cartman dead.
probably is, Crispy. It probably is.
Do you remember that professor who told you your art wasn't very good?
Yeah.
He hired us.
Fucking Mr. Flynn.
Whoa!
Mute that.
Oh my!
Oh wait, we're streaming. Fuck.
Everyone forget the name you just heard.
Yeah.
Hashtag for legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yeah,
For legal reasons.
definitely not like bitter in any
Wait,
sort of way.
wait. This is a joke?
For legal reasons, this is a prophecy.
For legal reasons, this stream isn't real.
For legal for legal reasons, I'm inside Whacker's house.
I thought you were gonna say I'm inside Whacker and just leave it at that.
Wait, what?
Oh, don't worry, that comes later.
I'm streaming from his large colon.
Large colon. What the
I'd go to the
I think-
doctor for that, Whacker.
what? The what?
Whacker has a profound and gymongous prostate.
Gymongous Prostate is my favorite punk band.
Okay, that's getting written down.
Please, God, write that down.
I really wish that I could just like expunge the last, I don't know, like 2 hours from my brain.
I'm surprised you're like that. I thought you would be longer. I've known you for longer than 2 hours.
Have you really though, Krispy?
Maybe? I mean, how long
don't
ago
know.
was me meeting up with you at the beach? Also, since it is Checkers, I think he needs like a yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Because cargo.
Oh my god, why?
What happened? I'm scared to ask, but what happened?
I looked up the pit diapers.
Yeah!
What the fuck?
That's what you get, Stone.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What? No.
It's the pit diapers.
Grimo says he's gonna make soup about this.
I don't like the implications of soup with pit diapers.
You know, you just have to stew in it for a bit.
Stop!
Ah.
Stop it. Get some help. Oh, by the way, there's the present mimic storm.
Yay. Dashing through the snow, get the fuck out of my way.
So I'm wondering if we need to add anything else to this.
Man, I'm really in the Skibbity Rismas
Shut
season.
I swear to God, Whacker, I will mail you a fucking ferret. on
I'm gonna
PCP.
mail you a greased up, frisky, handsy horse that is going to
I do
hop
not
out of
think you're
that
gonna say
package
horse.
and chase you around.
No, we're not.
Wait, Night Owl, what did I say? You were saying, no, Storm, you can issue the bot command yourself. What did I say?
What did you say?
I know.
Oh, it was when I made the stewing in it comment in Night Owl saying, I'm not quoting that.
Good. I'm glad Night Owl has a conscience to some degree.
Yep.
I mean, not a lot. Oh, Storm. I brought up, we were discussing, like, nerve gas and shit like that.
Were we?
So, yes, we were. So, of course, I had to bring up Night Owl's deep experience
that's
with
right.
nerve gas and or sleeping gas. I'm sorry, it was sleeping gas.
Wait, his experience with sleeping gas.
Yeah, when you Dutch oven.
Fucking Star Trek RPG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that.
God, this is just...
Sorry, I was thinking about Night Owl and not Captain Lidra for a moment.
This is just making me concerned about when we play your game, Storm.
Oh, believe me, it's gonna be so much worse. Star Trek has a monicum of restraint.
That does not bode well.
It's fine.
Also-
It's all fine. We're all gonna be fine. Don't.
There.
Dashing through the snow. Get
the fuck out of my way. That one's old. I'm surprised.
I know.
maybe it's
No.
just-
I know it. I just it's
It's been years.
it's been years.
It's from the old like Insanity Wolf memes.
Oh man, I haven't thought about those in for fucking ever.
I think that was like my first favorite meme template back when that was kind of newish.
I'm gonna draw Rudolph because we only got like a half-hour stream left, and I have horrible ideas.
So to give the audience an idea of why Krispy is saying stuff like I'm worried about what will happen in Storm's game, In the Fallout Equestria game I ran for some bronies back when, one of the end results was meeting Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and he was a hyper-aggressive death cyborg.
What?
Are you throwing?
And
Are you throwing?
And Santa Claus would enter
Look.
the room to the sound of Mars, a bringer of war.
Andy, I can promise you I am not drawing Rudolph if his nose was caused by the Chernobyl reactor.
Like it reminds me of that animation where it's like, "Kiss me, Rudolph." It says, "No mutant is gonna kiss my daughter."
I don't remember that.
Well, I was gonna suggest you draw like Rudolph being killed by a space marine, and the space marine's like, "Purge the mutant."
No, I've got worse ideas.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Sorry, I'm a bit classier than 40k.
Suffer not the witch to live.
Wait.
Oh, is
You
this the
just heard
point?
from Crispy. I'm a little bit classier than the 40k.
Yeah, because I actually put some thought into things and don't just file off the
Yeah.
serial numbers from different source
Okay,
material.
yeah.
Oh, I'll shut
no,
on 40k.
I'm gonna give Crispy that one.
Yeah.
I'm a little too well read in the fantasy genre to let them slide on some things.
I wouldn't shit on them so hard if they weren't A, taking that shit way too seriously with their lore, and B, suing the pants off of everyone for stupid shit.
Yeah, well, and that's really where it is.
Property.
But, I mean, that's really where it is, because, let's look at Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 rips off everything, and they don't pretend they don't, and they're fun.
That's the thing, they're having fun with it.
And the only big, upset the fans kind of fuck up they've made, they wheeled the fuck back, and it wasn't even fully their fault because it was kind of Sony's fault, but still. And the point is, they were like, yeah, that was fucking dumb of us, we're sorry. Warhammer 40k, Games Workshop just battens the hatches down and insists, no, everything we come up with is completely original, and we're gonna try to copyright the word Eldar.
Or Space Marine.
Space Marine, I kind of get, because they could be arrogant enough to think that. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's stupid. But compared to trying to copyright something Tolkien wrote...
Yeah, that's fucking ballsy.
That's like a level of deep-seated arrogance. Sorry, Storm Rant disengaged.
No, that's fine. I won't go too into deep on my thoughts on 40k.
A storm rant.
Part of it is because of how much and even in some ways at times how much I still love parts of 40k, but just anything in the past 8 years has pissed me the fuck off.
It has some good bits. I liked reading the Founding series. Dan Abnett wrote. I loved that. I love the more human stories in it, but it's when you start getting super serious about the lore of Space Marines, that's where I tap the fuck out, because it's I like power armored dudes fighting aliens as much as the next guy, but if you're going to be super serious about it, when you have guys wearing... when you're going to try and be super serious about it in a setting like 40k, it's come on.
Mm-hmm.
40k as a setting is like that one kid that we all knew growing up in the playground who had to one-up everybody.
Speaking of one-upping everyone, UNC Samurai says, Games Workshop has been the Grundle cyst of the gaming industry since before the ink was dry on Hasbro's purchase of Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, really.
So, let that be an image in your brains, ladies and gentlemen. WBPL 76, we can legally be called entertainment.
We gotta get
Why
that
are
on
you
a
here?
shirt. God, Rudolph's not looking too hot these days.
The problem is that a lot of modern 40k stuff can't decide what the hell it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's the thing about it, I never really got super into 40k. I dabbled in a little bit. I bought some minis. I thought about starting an army, and then I just kind of got bored with it because I don't have that kind of money. And War Machine came along, and I decided to switch to that because I could play that with $20 worth of models. But
yeah,
judging from what I've seen of the original lore of it, or just the original feel of it, it was very much 2000 AD heavy metal type shit, where it was over the top, but it wasn't taking itself seriously. They were just having fun with it, and that's great. I love that. I love it when series just like they don't take themselves seriously, but they just do crazy fun shit. You know.
Also,
But when you're trying to
Storm.
get me to care about like the holy Bible of the Space Marine, I don't care.
Look at the quote that Cookie just called up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
What is it?
Welcome to Canopus. Get your dick out of that! Parallax.
Yeah, that sounds like Canopus.
Parallax. Parallax is discount Parallax. He also comes with an evil universe mustache.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Parallax has an evil universe mustache. Oh my god. We have to rescue Parallax!
We're gonna need a dimensional gate.
What?
So, you know the phrase like "nothing new under the sun" and how like
Yeah,
you know how like there's an idea of like everybody sharing an idea.
yeah.
Crispy, I'm gonna show you something.
Oh no. What are you sending me?
So, sorry, now that I'm past the rant phase, I do want to exposit
I forgot
on...
about that being an actual video. For context, he just sent me the Flash Gets animation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer where he's got a tumor nose.
Yeah.
Which is
So,
also a double layer of ironic because Flash Gets did Warhammer 40K parodies until Games Workshop got butthurt.
Yeah. Now, the other part of my rant in the case of Warhammer 40K, and this is kind of what I
love how this is
holy
what this stream
shit.
has turned into. Continue.
Sorry. Yeah. Part of it is because, when I first encountered Warhammer 40K, I misinterpreted it, and that's fine. It was something that I didn't think it was, but I could come to appreciate it for that. Until it then tried being the thing that I thought it was when that was no longer genuinely the thing I knew it to be. Which is, it is parodious. It's meant to be kind of hilarious in its own dark, sick way.
Yeah.
But when I first encountered it, I'm not gonna lie, I love edgy. I love edgy-ass, Shadow the Hedgehog, Batman, the darkness is my ally kind of characters. And,
tracks.
Yeah, and like you saw the other night when we were talking about ships in my setting, that one of them is called the Reaving Scythe. And so, like, I got really into Warhammer 40K because I took it seriously. And then I realized, okay, it's parody, so this is more to be laughed at. Or, even if you're enjoying it in a non-ironic sense, you're still understanding the absurdity of it.
Yeah.
And then they tried to make it super serious, but then whenever it fits them, insist, no, this is just parody.
Yeah, it's like pick
And then
one.
go back to it's being super serious, and then back to its parody. And it's like, pick one.
Yeah. Also,
Don't insult me.
This is just a me thing, and I don't want to sound like I'm griping at people for liking what they like, because you're allowed to like 40K. I'm not gonna come and like throw eggs at your house because you like 40K. But personally, I am really tired of everyone trying to cram 40K into different shit where it doesn't belong. Where it's like, oh, wouldn't this be great if this thing was in 40K? It's like, no. It's like I saw a post one time where it was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if the Brotherhood of Steel was in Warhammer 40K as Space Marines? I'm like, are you aware that the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Brotherhood of Steel come from the same source? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
And that is really the problem.
I just hate it getting crammed into everything else. Like, it doesn't need to be put into every fucking setting.
Why not? But
Because, and this is another part of that too, but it's like, I cannot tell you how many videos I used to see on YouTube where it was like comparing like different settings thing of X or Y, and anytime they put in Warhammer 40K, it always fucking won. Because of course it did, because it's 40K. It goes over the top on purpose.
also, we have a wild ether in
Hi,
chat.
Aether. Welcome to the Warhammer 40K Appreciation Hour.
How much do you think it's like a change of hands in the upper echelons of the company? That's
I honestly couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. I feel like it's the same problem as like plenty of other games studios, both video game and tabletop, where the people that built it were people that really cared about it and really were passionate about what they were doing. And then over time, those people leave or get forced out. And then the people that are left are people that come on that think they know what the thing is, or that just, they're
No,
just following
you
the money?
guys are all wrong.
Oh,
Yep.
what is
Okay.
it?
The thing that you have to, where you are going wrong, is you are thinking like gamers. You are thinking in terms of game. You are thinking in terms of entertainment and all of these other
I'm more coming at it from the
qualitative
artistic
things.
perspective than anything.
The people, no, that's not the right perspective. The perspective is these people are in it to make money. How do they make the most money possible? That's all you need to think about.
That's where it goes to eventually, but what I'm saying is when these projects get started, it's usually people that are very passionate and that care about the project that they're working on. And over time, that unfortunately changes because, yes, it does eventually become about the money. Which,
Well,
I can understand that. People obviously need to get paid, and I'm not going to, put down any artist for making money off of commissions or anything. I do commissions. But there's a way to balance the two. And the problem is that with companies like that, they lose sight of that balance for the sake of money.
When it's even worse
there is no
because
balance.
Yes,
never
there
is.
absolutely is a balance. There needs to be a
No,
balance.
there isn't.
Because look, it's art. At the end of the day, it's art. There needs to be a balance between artistic expression and creativity and getting paid. And
You will never see this from a corporate perspective.
I
ever.
know, and that's the problem. And that's a whole other can of worms that we could open, but we're not going to. But I mean, it's like Storm said earlier. Look at what Helldivers has done. They actually care about their game, and they've done a lot to sort of repair the issues that have come up with the game.
That's different. That's not a AAA publishing house.
I'm not talking about AAA.
uh,
I'm just talking about in general, dude.
okay,
you
yeah,
have to differentiate.
I do think we're touching on a sore nerve. So
Yeah, this is something that I definitely think about a lot. So
yeah.
Okay.
Now, to your point, Whacker, I do see what you're saying. I think there's something to be said for there are some companies that are actually smart enough to realize, we can't be too interferent with the product or it will ruin it. Unfortunately, the times we do hear about it are when they did interfere and fucked it up. See Disney and Star Wars. I'm sure that rant can, go on forever.
well, that's yeah.
Well, I am.
You're a naked opportunist. Please put pants on.
No, I'm willing to put my foot down and say, yeah, I'm absolutely right on this because it does boil down to money.
I don't agree with that statement, but I don't.
don't
Well,
have
no, I don't think Whacker's saying that that's right. I think Whacker's saying that is what's going on in the heads
I
of
know
those
it's
in
what's
charge.
going on. But it's what needs to change because it's obviously causing a lot of problems that there's a whole other conversation to get into.
As a gamer,
I'm talking about this not as a gamer. I'm talking about this it's coming from someone that is an artist and that is a creative. That is how I'm looking at this situation. I'm not looking at this as a gamer because, to be honest, there's a lot of times where I don't think gamers know what the hell they actually want.
That's also true. So, anyways, how about them Mets?
What?
I don't know. I don't know football teams.
I don't even think the Mets are a football team. I think that's baseball.
I thought they were a hockey.
There's my point.
Weren't they a hockey team?
Yeah, maybe. Sure, why not? They're a baseball team. They're a hockey team. They're a football team. They're the Mets.
Meanwhile, somewhere else, Halzakar is just on the floor, foaming at the mouth, violently convulsing.
Well, we didn't bring wrestling into this yet. We can. The Mets are a wrestling team.
Haha!
Man,
She's
shit.
gonna come
Body
back
in
in
a
here
wood.
and start yelling at him.
Crispy, where are his nostrils? Asks Pistol.
He doesn't have any. They got fused.
He can't breathe through his
He's a
nose.
mouth breather.
Yeah,
That's why his
obviously.
mouth
Look
is
at
open.
look at his mouth.
Can you imagine when your sinuses feel that congested?
Oh, I've been there, man. It's not great.
He needs a nettle.
A neti potty, yeah. Or not neti potty, a neti pot. Neti
Neti
potty is something
potty?
else. Shut up. I
Too late.
misspoke.
It's too late. It's reality now.
I don't
A
want it to
neti
be.
potty is like a neti pot, but for the other end.
No, I think that's just a bidet.
No.
Gibbity bidet.
No, shut the fuck up.
It's got a Riz.
Gonna rizz up in your ass.
Swear to God. You damn kids caused me to drink.
We didn't start the fire. It's always been burning since Krispy was turning.
I thought you were gonna say we
In
didn't
his grave.
Skippy the Riz, and I was about to start throwing shit.
Well, now that you've said it, we didn't skip
No!
the Riz. Krispy, learn to stop your sentences before they get
It's
in
a
my
lifelong problem, Storm.
head.
You must accept the cringe into yourself.
I must not cringe. Cringe is the soul killer.
I must not cringe. Cringe is the meme killer. I will let my cringe flow through me. When it is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
It needs more Ohio.
Oh, so apparently a neti potty is just an enema.
Can we just like, you know,
It's an
like,
enema for your nose.
enema?
The town needs an enema.
The town needs an enema. What the hell's wrong with the town? Did they
That's
get
from
no
the
chocolate
Batman.
like I did?
That's from the Batman movie with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dab with the devil in the pale moonlight.
You need to watch that movie, Crispy.
I've seen most of it.
You know what I want to watch with you guys? I want to watch the Dick Tracy movie.
I actually have not seen that, so I'd be interested to watch that.
30 seconds, no more dick. 30 seconds, no more dick.
I want to watch Space
Man.
Truckers again. I like that movie.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Didn't we watch that one at the meetup?
Did you? I mean, I played it in the street. I just played it in.
Yes,
No,
yes,
no,
we did.
yeah.
We did.
Oh, nice.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, they had a bunch of movies on at Meat Mansion.
I
for
got
a
it on
while.
DVD. We can watch it sometime.
Yeah.
Because I bought a DVD at the.
He's
horror
got it
movie
on-
I go to.
He's got it on Betamax. 'cause
I
he's
got it on
fucking-
Laserdisc.
Oh, God. My uncle got one of those.
I'm not cool enough to have a Laserdisc. Sorry.
The reason VHX won over Betamax
Oh,
was
God.
because
Look at this glow.
What's VHX?
THX.
It's like a more extreme version of VHS.
Oh, I remember those ads quite well. Oh, God. Poor Rudolph. He's looking real rough right now.
this Rudolph shoots a laser out of his nose. This
Yeah,
is
it-
shit Rudolph.
It makes the obelisk of light noise from Command and Conquer. Just-
No, you need Santa like poking his head and saying it's not a tumor.
Oh, man. All right. No, I do need to add that real quick. Hold on.
What's that song they play for Shin Godzilla? God, let me find it.
I'm not the person to ask because I immediately thought of one South Park episode with Mega Streisand where it's like ba boo da ba boo da. Oh, that's right, Barbara. That's what they're saying. I can't.
Bora Boran.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, you should draw
that's
like a
ridiculous.
beam coming out of his nose and like you have the music of persecution of the masses.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I just want to know what the hell that song is because I've never heard of that song. I thought persecutions of the masses is what happens when you fart on an airplane.
No, that's the percussion of the asses.
Ah, right. Oh, it's still persecution because they have to smell it, but you know.
That was the wrong side thing I was talking about.
No, we don't misquote things here. Definitely not.
It's Who Will Know. That's it. Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
I have not.
Chris?
I have not seen Shin Godzilla. I would like to
It's
see Shin
actually a really
Godzilla.
good one. I would actually suggest watching it, even if you're a non-Godzilla fan.
I mean, I like the Godzilla movies. I like me some kaiju. I'm more a fan of giant robots personally, but you know.
Sometimes a Godzilla movie has a giant robot in it.
Andy,
I'm
you
thinking-
got some bad background
I'm-
music or something going
I
on.
hear some Star Trek shit.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, you're good.
Cookie Mama says, "Won't you guide my sleigh?" Oh, hell's no! Turn that light down. You're gonna wake everybody up with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. No Talk says the Mets are a baseball team in summer, a hockey team in the winter, and a wrestling team on the weekends.
What?
Yes.
What?
Look, he's your son. Don't ask me.
Look at my son.
Is that the beam?
Yeah.
Can he control it? I thought it would like.
Okay,
I
does
thought
he
it would
look
go-
like he has control over anything?
I would think that the beam would like come out at like a 45-degree angle.
Andy.
What,
There's a lot of
Whacker?
things that come out at a 45-degree angle. I don't know if this beam is one of them.
Hey!
Is that what he says when he blows the beam? Yay!
No, I really like the idea of it making the sound like the hand of Nod laser from
You
from
mean the
fucking-
obelisk of light?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes, Santa, slay!
Man, this reminds me of a joke that I don't think I can say on stream.
There have been about 40 of those for me today,
That's true.
and I've only been here for 50 minutes.
That's the scary part. You got here late and you still managed to what the fuck the entire stream.
I am well practiced in my art.
Oh, you think the cringe is
Arm.
Yes, Papa?
Stormulus P.
Please, God, do not call
Wrangler.
Whacker Papa. I don't want to think about the implications.
I said Papa, not Daddy.
Fair.
Because you have to remember, Crispy, I am Daddy.
Never say that again. God, poor Rudolph got that gamma radiation.
He's got that gamma riz.
Shut up. Swear to fish now. Well, a bit of a late start today, but I think we had some fun. I quite enjoyed drawing Checkers Cornelius.
You quite enjoyed joining?
Shut up.
Let me know what he thinks when you send it.
I will. I'll send it to him as a PNG, so it's like a sticker.
All right.
It's like, what
I'm
the fuck?
calling. I called dibs. I called dibs, Crispy,
On what?
on the gift mimic.
Oh, you can have that one. I figure that's you in there anyway. Look at your fingers.
I mean, I just trimmed my fingernails today.
Yeah, they probably look like that now, don't they? Gotta use an angle grinder to trim those shits.
Whacker takes a file to his teeth.
I didn't know he was a juggalo.
Whoop whoop.
What?
Meanwhile...
You know, I bet if Whacker shaved his head, he'd look just like Uncle Fester.
Like a good Ferengi, State Farm is there.
What?
Arm.
I'm
Sorry,
just
some of
thinking
the,
of Whacker's
I
Uncle
would-
Fester and it fits.
I wouldn't trust Ferengi insurance on any level.
No, God no.
Well, Cookie Mama was just saying like a good Ferengi, referencing the teeth grinding or teeth sharpening.
I mean, yeah.
See, I went somewhere else entirely different with that, but that's okay.
How's the snack, Crispy?
What
Their
would you pay?
jalapeno Cheez-Its or jalapeno cheese curls are great.
What would you pay for peace? Any price. See, that's the problem.
I do love that scene where he uses stock trading as an analogy for why so many peace treaties fail.
I wanna
Buy
make a comment
peace
on
when
that,
it's
but I
cheap.
don't know if I should.
Well, he makes the point of saying that you would pay any price for peace means you're putting war on the table because that's part of any price. But he's saying right now everyone's scared. Right now everyone's confused. Right now everyone doesn't know what's happening. So peace is at an all-time low. Buy it here and now.
Oh no, I'm
And it's
familiar
like-
with the scene.
Yeah.
I like the scene. But just never mind.
I see what you're saying.
It's just funny how like
Usually
the
it's not-
immoral hyper-capitalist goblin folk sometimes come across as the most sounded, group in there.
Yeah.
They used atomics in their atmosphere twice.
We don't really give that much of a thought. Also, I really wonder what Frankie Q-tips must be like.
Oh, it's like a full
I know-
ad rush.
They must
They
have
know
a hell
not
of a
to
market.
use. They know not to use for Q-tips. They probably got like special like lizards or something. to
You
clean
say
their ears
that,
out.
but sometimes, like, the feeling when you stick a Q-tip in your ear and get rid of an itch, oh my god,
It's called an eargasm.
It is an eargasm.
And you guys are all eargasmic to
Every-
listen to.
Every time I think of like Q-tips and like stuff getting in the ear, I keep thinking of the Rugrats cartoon where the episode where they have the water gun that squirts
Oh yeah,
water
and
in
it
your ear.
bankrupts the company.
Yeah, bankrupts and all that.
See, I thought you were gonna go different with it. I was thinking you were gonna reference the eelworms from Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
No, I'm thinking of Rugrats.
That's one hell of a Q-tip. Just
How
a
much
tip.
of my money to invest? All of it.
I don't know what's going on.
That's fair. It's all right. We're at the end of stream anyway. It's getting close to 6:30 here, so I'm gonna hop off and give Cookie the time to set up for her stream.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry it was a little bit late today, just life stuff. But I'm glad you all can join us for another Tuesday Doodle session. We hope to see you again soon, possibly next week. Depends on the holiday. But
Are we? But.
what?
But.
What?
But.
What?
Wait.
What?
What?
Whacker, get it out.
That's that.
Here, Wagger, come on, get out.
Whacker, take your pills.
In all seriousness, my availability on streams after
Well, that's fine. I
Friday
think we
is-
talk about it off air.
is
But-
going to be for the benefit of my adoring fans.
You have those?
I mean, I know he bought them for pretty cheap from Walmart.
Whoa! Chad, did you hear that?
Walmart.
That's a naughty Storm song.
You're naughty.
Your face is naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
Would you face me? I'd face me.
oh,
Alright. On that note, goodbye, everybody.
okay.